Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. We are from Group 5 and we will present tutorial 3, Chapter 5, which is Managing Change and Innovation. So this is our team member, ZUNAIDI, HAKIMI, ARCHELLEUS, ADHAM, LOUISA, AUNI, MUNIRAH, PUTRI, and I am FATIMAH. So first, I will answer the discussion question from 1 until 5. For the first question, why is managing change an integral part of every manager's job? My answer is the managers must implement change to adapt to the organization's structure, technology, and people. Okay, so next, question number 2. Contrast the calm water and whitewater rapids metaphors of change, and which of these will you use to describe your current life? Why is that one your choice? So I will answer this question one by one. So first, the contrast. Calm waters describe change as unexpected disruption in a generally stable environment, emphasizing the need to restore equilibrium by organized process. While whitewater rapids portrays change as an ever-present, unpredictable force that necessitates constant adaptability and agility. The second one is calm waters emphasize on achieving stability through predetermined stages such as unfreezing, altering, and refreezing, while whitewater rapids recognize that change is inevitable and calls for continuous adaptability and creativity. For the second part of this question, which of these would you use to describe your current life and why is that one your choice? So, personally, I will choose the whitewater rapids metaphor as it reflects the dynamic and ever changing nature of my current life, where adaptability and resilience are essential for navigating through constant challenges and uncertainties. Question number 3. Describe Lewin's three-step change process. How is it different from the change process needed in the whitewater rapids metaphor of change? Okay, so Lewin's three-step change process involves unfreezing the status quo, changing to a new state, and freezing the new change to make it permanent. Unfreezing requires increasing driving forces, decreasing restraining forces, or both to disrupt the current equilibrium. Once unfrozen, the change itself can be implemented, followed by freezing the new situation to ensure it is sustained over time by balancing driving and restraining forces. So, how is it different from the change process needed in the whitewater rapids metaphor? In contrast, the change process needed in the whitewater rapids metaphor of change is continual and adaptive, as change is the norm rather than disruption. Instead of distinct steps like unfreezing, changing, and freezing, managing change in whitewater rapids requires constant adaptation to navigate through turbulent and unpredictable environment. Rather than seeking a new equilibrium state, the focus is on agility, flexibility, and ongoing innovation to thrive amidst constant change. Okay, for the fourth question, how are opportunities, constraint, and demand related to stress? Given example of each. So, opportunities, constraint, and demands are related to stress because they all involve situations that can create pressure or tension for individuals. Opportunities are potential positive outcome that may cause stress if there's a pressure to succeed. Constraints are obstacles that can cause stress by limiting options or goals, while demands are expectation or pressure that can lead to stress when they exceed an individual's ability to cope. So, for example, a job promotion, which is an opportunity, can be stressful due to increased responsibility. The second one is financial constraint may cause stress when pursuing education. And the last one is for demand. Demanding work deadlines can lead to stress if they overwhelm an individual's resources. Okay, next, the last question. Number 5. Organizations typically have limits to how much change they can absorb. As a manager, what sign will you look for that might suggest your organization has exceeded its capacity to change? So I have 3 points. The first one is decreased productivity. As a manager, I might notice a decline in output, missed deadlines, or lower quality work. Employees may struggle to adapt to new processes or system leading to inefficiencies and reduced effectiveness in achieving organizational goals. The second point is employees burnout. Employees may exhibit signs of stress such as decreased motivation, increased absenteeism, or heightened conflict among team members. And burnout can occur due to the continual changes without adequate support on resources. This will affect their well-being and ability to perform effectively. The last point is difficulty in maintaining organizational attitude. As a manager, I may observe a shift in attitude among employees. This could potentially decrease employee engagement because employees feel disconnected from organization's mission or purpose. That's all from me. I will pass to the next team member.
Now we move to the 10-point summary of case study 1. First, in 2015, it was revealed that Volkswagen has been cheating the government for years. Researchers at West Virginia University discovered the cheats when they studied clean diesel engine. Further investigation was carried out by US EPA. Second, the vehicle were actually equipped with a software that can detect when they are being tested for emission, so that they will automatically change the result into a better performance when tested. Third, CEO Martin Wintercombe claimed not to know about the devices. He has also resigned in response to the scandal. The next one is Wintercombe is a hard-charging perfectionist and always committed to drive the company to become the top car manufacturer. The fifth, Wintercombe was known to criticize employees publicly. Fear may arise among employees that they are willing to do whatever necessary to ensure the company's success.
I will continue for the 6-point summary onwards. So for the 6-point summary, the company's initial response to the scandal was that it was a technical problem, but then they eventually admit that the software devices were designed to cheat the emission testing systems. For the 7th-point summary, the company reported that only a few cars were affected, but then revealed otherwise and that it relatively occurred for a longer period than initially reported. For the 8th-point summary, current CEO Matthias Müller urges employees to get ready for rapid changes in auto industry. Considering his time balance between managing ethics crisis and the business, a change is needed. Next point, with the clear goals for the Volkswagen brand in mind, Mueller was making a difficult decision that were met with resistance from employees and managers alike. Last but not least, for the 10th point summary, in 2017, the brand pleaded guilty to criminal charges and cost them $20 billion in fines and settlements, and then CEO Mueller has been replaced with Herbert Diaz.
Discussion question number 511. What external or internal forces, or both, for change do you see described in this case? Would you describe Volkswagen's environment as more calm waters or whitewater rapids? Explain. So, some of the internal and external forces that need change in Volkswagen. So, for the internal forces is the resignation of CEO Martin Winterkorn and subsequent replacement by Matthias Müller and later Herbert Diaz signal a shift in leadership direction and management style. So, for external forces, the financial penalties and settlements and the substantial financial costs incurred by Volkswagen in fines and settlements exceeding $20 billion have forced their company to reassess the company's operations. Other than that, some of the internal and external forces in Volkswagen is for internal forces, Mueller and Diaz emphasis on accelerating change, preparing for industry shifts and implementing difficult decisions aimed at reshaping the company's future direction, demonstrates the internal recognition of the need for strategic transformation, and for external forces, is the discovery of the emissions cheating scandal by external entities such as the U.S. Environmental Agency or EPA and researchers at West Virginia University led to significant regularity action against Volkswagen. So, in Volkswagen's case, it is akin to a whitewater metaphor because of the rapid succession of events, including the initial scandal revelation, regulatory actions, legal proceedings, leadership changes, and ongoing efforts to overhaul the company's culture and operations. So, the magnitude and pace of changes, coupled with external pressures and internal challenges, required requires adaptability and decisive action for survival and progress. Discussion question number 512. Change needs to happen at Volkswagen. In the chapter, we define change as any alteration of an organization's people, structure, or technology. Which of these needs changing at Volkswagen? Discuss. So, what needed change in Volkswagen? First, we will look at the people aspect. The culture overhaul. Volkswagen can be characterized as confident, cutthroat, and insular. So they need to foster a more transparent, ethical, and collaborative culture that prioritizes integrity, accountability, and innovation. Second one is leadership. Their leadership is tainted by criticism and fear among employees, so they needed change. They need to address the criticism and fear among the employees. Also, their leader must be equipped with communication, empathy, and empowerment skills. The second aspect that we need to look at technology. So Volkswagen need to learn the emphasis on using clean fuel to power their cars. For example, using electric as their main energy for Volkswagen's cars to reduce emissions. And last but not least is the structural aspect, governance and compliance. Following laws and regulations set by the government by enhancing their governance in mechanism and compliance to ensure accountability and to address misconduct properly and swiftly.
Hello, my name is ARCHELLEUS JOUDI, and now I will continue to present for question 513. So, for this question is, what organizational development or the efforts might work at VW? Explain your choices. What challenges will managers face in making these changes? So for this question, organizational development or the efforts that could work at Volkswagen. So first thing we can say about the culture change. So the scandal was enabled by VW's driven, performance focus, and insular culture under CEO Winkelton. Basically, changing this culture to be more ethical, transparent, and collaborative will be critical. And also implementing new leadership training and development programs to instill ethical values. And second, I can say that strengthening compliance and governance. The scandal revealed major lapses in VW's compliance and governance structures, and also improving the system could include establishing an independent ethics and compliance function with strong oversight. And third is organizational restructuring, decentralizing decision making and reducing the insularity of the organization could help break down the siloed, cutthroat culture, flattening the organizational hierarchy and empowering mid-level managers. And also the challenges managers will face in implementing these changes is one is rebuilding trust. It's because the scandal has severely damaged VW's reputation and credibility. So regaining the trust of customer, regulators, and the public will be an uphill battle. So second is competing priorities. As VW navigates the financial and reputational fallout, managers will need to balance the urgent need for cultural transformation with the day-to-day demands of the business. And third is organizational complexity. As a large global conglomerate, implementing consistent change across VW, many brands and operations will require significant coordination and alignment. So next question is 514. Look at the reason people resist change. What do you think are happening at VW? What approach would you recommend for overcoming this resistance to change? Give your rationale for each approach you choose. So for resistance to change following the emissions scandal, I provide for answer. So first one is fear of the unknown. So basically, employees may fear the uncertainty that comes with change, especially when it involves a significant shift in organizational culture and practices. And second is loss of control. Change can make employees feel like they are losing control over their work environment, leading to resistance as they prefer familiarity and stability. third is lack of trust. After the scandal, there may be a lack of trust in leadership, making employees skeptical about the proposed changes and their motive. And the last one is cultural inertia. So basically, VW's historical culture of performance-driven, cutthroat behavior may be deeply ingrained, making it challenging to shift mindset and behavior. And for way to overcome resistance to change at VW, I provide three answers. So first one is transparent communication. Open and honest communication from leadership about the reason for change, the expected outcomes, and how employees will be supported through the transition can help build the trust and their fears. And second one is training and development. So by providing training and development opportunities to help employees adapt to new technologies, processes, and ways of working can build confidence and competence. So last one is addressing cultural barriers. Recognizing and addressing cultural barriers that hinder change, such as fear of failure, lack of collaboration, or resistance to authority is crucial. Creating a culture that values transparency, collaboration, and innovation can facilitate change acceptance. So for last question for case 1 is 515. Is an innovative culture always going to be at odds with an ethical culture possible? Gather your thoughts on this and then in your assigned group come up with an answer. Support your conclusion. So basically in this question, innovation and ethics are not inherently conflicting values, but they can become at odds when the pursuit of innovation overrides ethical consideration. In the case of Volkswagen, the desire to innovate and achieve success in the automotive industry led to the development and implementation of defeat devices, which were used to deceive emissions tests. This highlights a key challenge. When innovation is pursued without ethical boundaries, it can result in significant harm, both to stockholders and to the company's reputation. But, however, it's essential to recognize that innovation can thrive within an ethical framework. In fact, ethical consideration can enhance innovation by ensuring that the new products and technologies serve the greater good and do not cause harm to individuals or the environment. A culture of innovation can coexist with an ethical culture when companies prioritize values such as transparency, integrity, and social responsibility in their innovation processes. To reconcile innovation with ethics, an organization must foster a culture that values both creativity and responsibility. This involves establishing clear ethical guidelines and accountability mechanisms, promoting open communication and ethical decision-making, and integrating ethical consideration into every stage of the innovation process. So, by doing so, companies can harness the power of innovation to drive positive change while upholding ethical standards and maintaining trust with stockholders.
Okay, let's take a look at the 10-point summary case 2 for part 1. The first point is Kevin Plank creation of the first Under Armour compression shirt revolutionized sports apparel by providing athletes with a lightweight, comfortable alternative to traditional cotton t-shirts. The second point is Under Armour's impressive growth from a college startup to a $5 billion company demonstrates its successful competition with industry giants like Nike in the sport apparel market. The third point is Under Armour's diverse product range, including shirts, shorts, footwear, and wearable fitness technology, caters to the needs of athletes across various sport and activity. The fourth point is The increasing recognition of Under Armour's logo, much like the iconic Nike swoosh, reflect the brand's rising prominence and influence in the sport apparel industry. Okay. The fifth point is initially Plank sold shirts through his athletic connections, later expanding to mass market retailers with over 66% of sales coming from wholesaling to retailers like Dick's Sporting Goods.
Alright, so now we will move on to the second part of 10-point summary for the case 2. So, point number 6, innovation is the heart of the company. So, this statement states that the importance of innovation to the Under Armour's company. How? It can be seen through the efforts made by the company by protecting it using biometric encryption of its new products lab. As new innovations are one of the future economic generators of the company, and it keeps the company ahead of the competitive market in the same production. So, new product developments tends to be stolen by competitor companies. Therefore, extra protection is important to prevent any access of non-employees or employees that are not entrusted with the new product development. Point number 7, aim to innovate higher quality products. Products are being developed from time to time to provide higher quality products that can increase its competitive value in the market. At Under Armour, the company aims to innovate products that have unique features that can provide extra comfort to the athlete based on their body structures. The company combined the latest technology with their inventions so that the company's inventions went ahead of other companies. Creative design of their upcoming latest products are studied in detail by adding elements of health benefits as their main customer target are among athletes. They also try to expand their customer base by looking at ways to engage with female customers. So by expanding their market to new customer base, they can gain higher benefits. Point number 8, revenue decline is unavoidable. In 2017, as we can see from the passage given for case 2, Under Armour suffered from revenue decline. So the revenue decline was serious, which caused them to step up this reconstructing effort in order for the company to survive. It was so serious to the point that they had to let go of their 3 top executives, which in total of 2% of its workforce. This means that the company tried to reconstructing their... Okay, point number 9, implementation of enterprise resource planning, ERP. So, Under Armour's company are facing challenges to implement new system, which is this system. This is called as enterprise resource planning. So, in 2017, they suffered from revenue decline because they had suffered from operational challenges when they tried to implement this system. So, what is enterprise planning system? Enterprise planning system is a software system that can help them to run their entire business, supporting automation and processes in finance, human resource, manufacturing, supply chain, services, and procurement. So, this new system impacts the company badly as they have to cope with the new system. So, even though this has caused them to suffer from operational challenges, this is a positive view of the company mindset, in which they are not afraid to try new system. They are more systematic and can help to ease their work. Alright, so our last point is future outlook. So Under Armour company are dedicated to innovate more products that are beneficial for athletes. They aim to make use of the technology for innovations of product. We can see this by seeing their mottos, which is protecting this house. Innovation will continue to be important. So this motto defines how much Under Armour is dedicated to innovate more products in the future that are beneficial for athletes. So, they aim to make use of the technology, which will be more advanced from time to time, to make products that are unique, innovative, and comfortable. Thank you.
Okay, so now everyone, we are discussing about the question 516. So the question is, what do you think of Under Armour's approach to innovation? Would you expect to see this type of innovation in athletic wear company? Explain. So first of all, we will answer the first question, which is the approach to innovation. Okay, what is Under Armour's approach to innovations? First of all, we have to know that Under Armours are relentlessly pursuit of innovation because they're dedicated to continually improving athletic performances through technological advancement in their product. And then they understand the customer's need, which they focus on creating products that enhance performance and provide a psychological edge to their customer. And then they also emphasize on technology. Their technology-driven solutions, such as apparel that monitor heart rate and also regulates body temperature, aligns well with the modern consumer interest in wearable tech and data-driven fitness solutions. And last but not least, their critical competitive factor. Under Armour's innovations is crucial due to strong connection between gear and performance, making Under Armour continuously strive for breakthrough. Okay, to answer the second question is, would you expect to see this type of innovation in athletic wear company? Explain. Okay, first of all, I will explain first. Would I see this type of innovation in athletic wear company? Okay, first of all, we have to know this innovation fulfills the industry expectations, which is competitive nature of athletic wear market. Continuous innovations is expected as companies for market share and consumer attentions. And then it's related to performance demands. Athletes and consumer prioritize performance enhancing features in their athletic wear, driving companies to innovate to meet these demands. And then they also have technological advancement. They fulfill the technological advancement, which the integrations open up new avenues for innovations. And lastly, they also fulfills the consumers' expectations, which consumers increasingly valuing innovations and cutting edge in their purchases, and also innovations is very important. So, would I expect this innovation in athletic wear company? The answer is yes. Okay. Moving on to question 517, which is, what do you think is Under Armour's culture might be like in regards to innovations? Okay, first of all, we have to know that Under Armour put innovations as their core value, which may encourage the employee to constantly seek out new ideas and challenge for improvement for their company. And also, Under Armour emphasis on collaborations, because Under Armour's culture may foster collaboration and cross-functional teamwork to encourage the exchange idea and perspective. Under Armour also support for risk-taking. A culture that value innovations often support risk-taking and experimentations. Other than that, Under Armour's also focus on continuous improvement, which in an innovation culture, there may be a strong emphasis on continuous improvement. Processes, products, and strategies are constantly evaluated and refined to ensure that Under Armour remains at the forefront of innovations in the athletic wear industry. And also, recognitions of innovations. As we all know, Under Armour's culture may include mechanism for recognizing and rewarding innovative ideas and contributions. And last but not least, Under Armour focus on investment in research and development, because they're likely to invest heavily on research and development, because by providing employees with the resources and support needed to explore new technologies, materials, and design concepts. This investment demonstrates Under Armour's commitment to staying ahead in the industry.
Continue the discussion question with the question 5.18, which is how design thinking helped Under Armour improve its innovation efforts. To start with, we need to understand the concept of design thinking, a human-centered approach to innovation that emphasize empathy, creativity, and interactive problem solving. This will eventually help Under Armour improve its innovation effort. This can be proved in many paragraphs shown in the slide taken from the case study. First of all is the customer centricity. This will place a strong emphasis on deeply understanding customer need, behavior, and pain point, and will help Under Armour develop products that meet the requirement of the athlete. This is in terms of change in technology. Secondly, the interactive prototyping. The design thinking process encourage rapid prototyping and testing of ideas. This interactive approach allows UA to quickly experiment with new concepts and get customer feedback to refine their innovation in terms of work method. Thirdly, the design thinking concept, embracing the failure. The design thinking accept that not all ideas will succeed on the first try. This mindset will help Under Armour to become more comfortable with experimentation and learning from failure during the innovation process. This will help in change in structure of organizational change. The fourth one is the empathy and the user insight. By developing deep empathy for their customer, design thinking can uncover unmet need that and insight that inspire more impactful innovation at the Under Armour. Next, we move on to the next slide. Next, we will discuss about the discussion question 5.19. The interpretation of the UA's philosophy. We have not yet built our defining product, which is posted permanently over the door of its design studios. And what does it say about innovation? And what the lesson that managers could learn from the UA's innovation approach? Not yet built our defining products. This philosophy suggests UA to embrace change. The first interpretation of it is the continuous improvement, a mindset of never being satisfied with the status quo. With a motto that refers to protecting this house, innovation will continue to be important, which suggests UA to always striving to create something even better, more innovative, and more impactful to their company. Secondly, the customer centricity. Our defining products indicates UA innovation are a relentless pursuit of a breakthrough innovation that will truly define company and its legacy. It is also driven by a desire to create something truly remarkable for their customer. The third one are the humility and the openness. A phrase not yet built their defining product, UA demonstrate a humble and open-minded attitude. Lastly, the persistence and resilience that are placement, where the placement of this philosophy over the design studio entrance signal UA's commitment to persevering in their innovation journey, no matter the challenge they face. Next, we'll move on to the lesson learned to the managers. Lesson to learn for the managers. The first one is to prioritize customer need. This is by keeping the customer at the center of innovation process by deeply understanding their pain point and designing solutions to address them. The second one is to foster a culture of experimentation, where managers need to embrace a mindset of trial and error, rapid prototyping, and learning from failure. This will allow for more creative and impactful innovation. The third one is to invest in innovation capabilities. Dedicated resource and facilities to support the innovation process, such as advanced research labs and secure products development space, and needed as such to in the ANMAK lab at the company headquarter campus in Baltimore for the UA. The fourth one is to embrace the culture of change. Managers need to cultivate a mindset of continuous improvement and a drive to create a defining product or service rather than being satisfied with the status quo. The last one is to articulate a clear innovation philosophy. Clearly articulate the company innovation goals and values and use them to guide and inspire the entire organization. As for tutorial 5, hope you enjoy it. Thank you very much for listening.